So this is my screen. Okay, can you see my screen, class?
Yes, sir.
There.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the previous exercise, and some of you been asking me about a similar problem, kan? So the system didn't show any error, but the decision setting that you made seems not working, kan? Okay, so it is the same like this program. Okay, can you see my code block lah? Alright. So this is a simple program. Okay, consists of a single decision, kan? Okay, can you read this program first? Okay, just a simple program. Okay, for the case is similar with the previous exercise, kan? However, this is much more simpler lah. So that everyone can really understand the concept of actually the main problem is if your decision involving a string variable. String variable, kan? Ada problem sikit, kan? So this program consists of two variable, kan? First is string, and the second one is a single character, kan? Right. Let me ask you, let me ask you question. One Hamzah ada, One Hamzah. Are you here, One Hamzah?
Yes, sir.
Alright, One
Yeah.
Hamzah. How can we differentiate between a string and a character?
String has more than one alphabet.
Okay, how can we differentiate it within a C program?
We add numbers in their for their to confirm how long their alphabet is.
Okay, during declaration ni kan. So
Yep.
we need to put size. Size kan. This is called as a string size. Meaning
Yes.
that we can store up to 10 characters. Okay, thank you.
Alright.
Okay, but for character, as you can see over here, there's no size kan. But in this line over here, line 7 ni, so I declare a status as a character and also I put a initial value kan. Initial value for status equal to F. F ni representing female lah. This is female lah, short form for female lah. Then the system asks whether the user have a mustache or not kan. And then user need to enter test variable value scan F. So the value is either yes or no. Yes or no So this is %s because of what? Why I change to %s?
String.
Aina siapa? String
Yes,
Orang
sir.
tanya Okay, tak apa. Next question So this is because we are using a specific what we call this? Apa lupa dah ni apa? Apa kita panggil ni %s ni? Lupa lah apa dia panggil conversion character Bukan lupa lah nanti okay, so test is a string, so the character for conversion character betul ke? Lupa lah. Apa? What is percent S meaning? Percent S, percent C. What we call it? Anybody?
Correct, sir. Conversion character.
Betul kan? Okay, conversion character. So percent S is conversion character for string kan? So doesn't matter it is for inputs or outputs. So we use percent S for string. So that's why. So the value user need to enter is either yes or no. So if test equal to yes, so this is the decision, then status will be changed to M. So originally, okay, we set it as Fn. And then if the test value equal to yes, then status will be changed to M. Alright, and then system will print the status. Status ni lah, either M or F, okay, based on user inputs. Right, so supposedly if I enter yes, okay, so if I entered yes over here, so the output is what, class?
M.
M.
Supposedly it is M kan, but as you can see over here, there's no error kan, no error, no warning, but the output shows is F. Okay, F. So logically dah betul lah ni. So logically the program is correct. However, in terms of syntax kan, syntax, there's a limitation for using a string So you cannot use this if it is involving string. Kan? Test equal to yes. Although it doesn't show any error, but you cannot use this because the system doesn't detect this as a decision, okay, to be made. So what you can do is, first, if let's say the question or the case study doesn't mention that you need to apply yes or no, kan? You doesn't have to apply. The question doesn't mention that you need to use string, okay, for yes or no. So you can use the much simpler one, which is either 1 or 0 lah. 1 representing yes, 0 representing no. Okay, so this need to be changed into what? If I want to use 1 or 0, so this one we need to change to what types of variable, guys?
Integer.
Integer, okay. Right, so this need to be changed to integer. Okay, and then scan F, percent.
D.
Okay, percent D. If test equal to
Y.
apa dia, Amirul Haziq? Ada ke Amirul Haziq?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Apa dia? Okay. So this one test equal to what?
Yes.
Test equal to? We need to
this
change this to? Apa dia? Amirul?
Wait, sir.
Okay. So we change this to integer kan? So this one need to be changed to what?
To character.
Apa? What's the value? Test equal to?
The status. Oh,
Salah. Test equal to?
integer test. Character status. Test equal to the decision yes or no. Oh,
Yeah, we already changed that and originally it
Yeah.
is yes, but
Yeah.
yes doesn't work. Okay, doesn't work for this decision. So we change it to integer, kan? So what's the
Yeah.
value that you need to put over here to replace yes? The integer value, what is it?
Yeah. Hmm.
Teka.
One, sir.
One. Okay, good. Okay, correct So one So please make sure if it is integer kan, don't put like this If you put like this, meaning that it is not integer. It is a what? Arif Hakimi. If you put single quote like this,
Character.
not integer anymore So make sure you proper syntax. If it is integer, then don't put any quotes If it is a string, put double quote. If it is a character, put single quote Okay. The rest is similar. Okay, the one that we change is only to test Since we change the types of test, then everything about test you need to change Okay, to match with the integer value Right. So now, supposedly when we build and run the program, okay, so it is clear from error and warning, and we user enter one indicating yes yes or no. Okay, so now status change to M, okay, following the decision. So this is correct. Correct, compared to earlier If you are using yes, okay, yes at the end, so it is wrong So this one is correct. Okay, so this is the case if the problem or the question or the case study doesn't mention that you need to use yes or no So you can change it to much more easier decision, which is integer Integer is the easiest one, okay, to be put in your decision. Okay, one more thing is you can also use character. Okay, instead of integer, you can also use character over here. So character also much easier compared to if you want to use string Alright, so if you are using character over here at the scan F, so what you should change over there? So it is either Y or no You need to enter Y or no, Y or N. Okay, indicating yes or no So scan F, the conversion character should be changed to
%C.
Alright, correct. %C So %C to be safe every time you put %C in scan F only. So we put space Alright, so it is Y or N, and then we need to change over here to what? Akmal Yazid. Dah tanya belum Akmal Yazid? Belum kan? Okay, Akmal Yazid.
Yes, sir.
Ada tak? Okay, ada. Tak tanya lagi kan?
Belum.
Okay, so change this to what?
Single quote word.
Single quote
Word.
Y. Alright, correct. Alright, correct. Okay. Okay, no error. So user entered Y. Okay, status change to M Alright, that's how you can do this if there is no requirement to use yes or no. But if the question clearly mention that you need to apply yes or no, so that's the problem Yes or no, meaning that you need to use string over here so you cannot change to either integer or character. So what you need to do is, okay, so this one %s, okay, yes or no. over here is okay, so originally it is yes or no, but obviously it doesn't work because for comparing two value involving involving a string, you cannot simply put it like this. This is to compare test, kan? Compare test with yes. Is it similar or not? Kan? To compare between test and yes. Right. So comparing between two string, you need to use specific function that we call as string compare. Okay, string compare. So string compare is I hilang pula, sorry. String compare is some kind of function. String compare is a function. So you need to put the function inside of the decision bracket. Okay, we want the operation to be happen within the bracket n. So how to call this function is CMP. So this is a function CMP, string compare, and then you put a function bracket. So how do we know that this is a function? Because there's a bracket after it, after we call the name. Okay, similar with scanf. Scanf, when we call scanf, there's a bracket, meaning that function, and printf also have bracket. Okay, if f bracket, meaning that it is some kind of function. Okay, so similarly, strcmp, we put a bracket, meaning that it is a function. So a specific function have a specific syntax. Okay, if you want to use it. All right. So what's the syntax for strcmp? So this is very what we call as the thing that you cannot. This is how you use it. Okay. You cannot change this. Okay, just copy and paste only. Okay. So this is the basic syntax. Okay. Whenever you want to use string compare, this is the basic that you need to put in your program. And then inside of the bracket is you need to list down the two elements that you want to compare. So let's say if you want to compare variable X with variable Y. So put it like that. Okay, in this case, we want to compare apa? We want to compare between test and test and yes. We need to put it over here lah. We need to compare between test and also yes. Okay, just replace X and Y. Simple kan? Okay, this is between a variable and a constant value. Yes ni is a value and we call it as constant value. So if you want to compare between two variable, just put the variable over here. Contohnya, let's say example, you want to compare between variable test and test2. So by right, the logic is something like this lah. Is test equal to test2 kan? Something like that. But in this case, we want to compare a constant value is yes. So we put it like this, like that lah. Okay, so this one equal to this lah. Okay, something like this. Okay, so when you build this, you will get, for sure you will get the warning implicit declaration of function strcmp. Okay, this warning is over here. So as we discussed last semester kan, Ingat tak? If you still remember, if it is a warning, then you can just ignore it. Okay? You can just ignore the warning. Okay? The thing that you need to resolve if there's an error. Kalau error, meaning that you need to remove the error kan. So currently no error, zero error and only one warning. So you may proceed lah. Okay, now user enter yes. So originally it doesn't work kan. But when we change to strcmp, now you can, the compiler can read this correctly. Okay, status have been changed to M. So it, yeah. Okay, boleh kelas?
boleh.
Okay, up to this point, is there any question?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Alright, so there's a one warning over here. Okay, some programmer kan, the perfectionist lah, kan. They don't want to see this kan. They don't want to see error. They also don't want to see any warning. Can we remove this warning? Okay, so to remove this warning, what you need to do is you must import one library. Okay, so strcmp is belong to a library that we call, the name of the library is, okay, so we need to import this library to our program. So what is the step to import a library? Let me ask. Farid, hari tu tak ada kan Farid? Tak Farid? Farid Hood? Tak ada juga. Farid Hood. Mana ni Farid Hood siapa lagi ni? Aisyah dekat Aisyah. Aisyah Kumaira.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Okay.
So what's the step to import a library?
Make another like child like status like buat lagi satu.
Apa dia? Library. Macam mana tadi apa? Sorry?
Make another what's calling like we make like another for Shah macam buat lagi satu Shah dengan status.
Library. Okay, in this program, which one is the library? Which one is the library?
Status.
Library. Lupa dah. Teka, bagi satu. Sebut je lah apa-apa. Apa? Teka.
Integer main.
Library. Integer main. Library. Okay, terima kasih. Salah. Okay. Apa tu? Tak apa Aisyah. Okay, terima kasih.
Sorry, sir.
Tak apa. Abdul Rahman.
Yes.
Abdul Rahman. Okay, which one is the library over here?
The one that's inside the two arrows, sdio.h.
Correct. Okay, good. So this is a library. So how can we import new library?
Can.
So ni library. Apa dia? Doraemon?
We just need to change the name, or like we have to get the we have to install certain things to get it to work.
No, it's just simply put include, new include because you want to import new library kan. You don't remove the original one kan, because this is for the rest of the function kan, like printf, scanf. We get all this function from stdio.h. Okay, all this function. Okay, the basic function for C is obtained from stdio.h. So you cannot remove this. Okay, so this is needed for all C program. Additional function, okay, you need to call the specific library. How to call the library, how to import the library, just put in new include over here. Okay, and then name of library. So the library is string. So this is necessary for all real string function. If your program involving a lot of, you need this library lah. So one of the function, okay, inside of string.h is strcmp ni lah. Okay, so now when we already have this, you build again the program. Okay, supposedly it is free from warning. Okay, as you can see over here, okay, from my code block ni, now I have 0 warning. Boleh? Boleh lah. That one is to remove the warning. Alright. So another problem that you may have encounter kan. Okay, if you are play around with string. So let's say the status ni kan, status ni. Status, let's say the requirement of the program, you need to apply a complete sentence lah, a complete female instead of just F or M. So you need to apply female, for example. Okay, so this one need to be changed to so ini string not character. So this one string, so female or male. So initial value is female. So this one is male lah. Okay, this one change to percent
S.
and S. Okay, good. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, build, and then straight away I got error over here. Assignment to expression with array type. You cannot use this. Error kan? It is not a warning. Straight away you get error. But yeah, in terms of logic, it is correct kan? This one is correct logically. But syntactically, it is wrong. Okay, it is not acceptable by the compiler. Okay, this statement over here. So you need to change this. Okay, in case if you want to do something like this, okay, variable equal to string value. So you need to apply what we call as string copy. This one string compare kan. So you need to call string copy also from string.h. Okay, so the same library. So this one you need to remove and change it to strcp cpy string copy. Okay, this one strcpy. So this is all the function related to. Okay, and then the syntax is, okay, it is a function and so you need to put a bracket over here, and then okay, the syntax is, this is the first variable, okay, and then this is the second variable that you want to copy. Okay, this meaning that you want to copy the value of y inside of x. Okay, if you have two variables, x and y, if you put it like this, meaning that you want to copy x, y to x. Okay, so something like this, x equal to y. If both is string, you remember this is only applicable for string. You cannot apply this to integer or float or any number, numeric types of variable. Cannot use string compare. Okay, only for string. Okay, how can we what should we put inside of Sherry.
Yes.
Gan. Okay. In our case. So what should we put inside of the bracket?
Wait, yes.
Sorry?
Why? Yes. This, yes.
Sorry, are you saying anything? I couldn't hear you. Hello?
I'm not sure.
Okay, you look at this and then you look at this. And put it over here.
Male Y. Male Y. STRC.
Male Y.
Male Y.
Male. This one?
Y. Remain Y.
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 Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Gan.
Thank you.
Okay. Incorrect. Okay, let somebody else try. Khairul Azfar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what should we put over here?
Status, comma, mail.
Yeah, status mail. Okay, this one correct. Okay, thank you. This one. So this is equal to this statement. Okay. This is how you write it. This is the syntax for strcpy. Don't ask me why you need why you need to write it like this, and this is the syntax. Syntax you need to follow. Just follow. No reason why. Okay. All right. So supposedly this will resolve the error. All right. So it is free from error. Okay. Enter yes. Now it changed to mail. All right. So this is the case if the requirement of the question mentioned that you need to use string as the okay inside of the decision. Okay. Okay, any question, class, before we proceed with the exercise? Any question?
No, sir.
Right. Right. So this one will be needed to be applied in our next exercise. So make sure you understand. Just a simple concept of two string function only. Okay, so this one is your lab exercise module. Can be downloaded from Kalam. So I want you to refer to question 2. Alright, right. Can you please read this question and extract the important information such as input, what is the output, and also the process, the related process. Okay, boleh Cuba try baca dulu. Actually, this one is a similar as a previous problem solving punya exercise kan. If you still remember lah. We already done the flowchart, I think. Flowchart and maybe the algorithm, either one. Already done this Okay. Okay, let me ask you. Okay, so the question is, what is the appropriate input for this program? Amar Razin, saya dah tanya belum kan? Amar Razin.
Belum, sir.
Okay, Amar Razin. Give me the input.
Input, I think it's the type of result, I guess, because you have to input the number, I think.
Okay, thank you. But kurang tepat. Kurang. The answer is apa The answer is siapa ni saya nak tanya ni? Muhammad Abid. If type of result is not the input then, what is the input? Abid.
BMI.
BMI is the input.
BMI result.
BMI result is the input.
Yes.
Contoh? Example of input.
Example of input.
Value tu. Contoh apa? What user enter?
16 until 40.
That one is not BMI result. You see BMI result kan? In this case, if you see BMI result, meaning that it is underweight ke kan? Normal. So, do user need to enter underweight? Tak kan?
No.
No. So, what is the input? If you say either 16, between 16 or 18.5 kan, that one is type of result lah. So what you mean is type of result is the input, is it? A bit? Senyap pula dia. A bit?
Yeah, doktor.
Maksudnya apa? Which one is the input?
The value. The value.
Value of?
Value of BMI.
Kan, salah. Okay, okay, thank you. Ni Nur Fakira, saya dah tanya belum? Belum kan?
Belum.
Okay, what is the input?
Weight and height.
Alright, correct. Okay, BMI ni BMI lah kan. I think everyone know what is BMI kan. So how you get BMI value is by having weight and height. Okay, thank you Nik Nur Fakira. Sometimes you need to that is why the earlier stages of problem solving is very important kan. Previously we already discuss about IPO, PAC kan, and everything. So this is time where you need to apply all this prior knowledge. So you can before you answer any question, let's say during the hot ke kan, final exam ke, if you get this question, don't straight away write down the coding because once you start with the coding so you're already wasting so much time on that. So make sure you scratch first Okay, maybe you take one of the element of PAC for example, just use PAC. Draw the box and put what is the input, what is the output, and what is the calculation involved. So by having this will actually helps you coding faster. Okay. Alright, so the inputs is height and weight. Okay, and then there's a calculation to obtain the type of result. So in this case, what is the calculation for type of result? So that one I need you to find out. Okay, later on. So after getting the type of result, okay, from the calculation of height and weight tadi, so next step is what? Next step is to construct the decision, right? So in this case, how many diamond? If you are building a flowchart, so how many diamond symbols should we apply in our flowchart?
4.
Alright, 4 kan? So each of these diamond symbol representing codes if kan? So we have if, else if, else if, else if, and the last one is else. So please remember this. So we already discussed this during the lecture. Okay, next is after we already determine the decision, then you need to identify the results or the output. So in this case, what is the output class?
The BMI.
BMI kan. From the table BMI ni over here lah. So either one of this lah. Okay. Either one of this is the output. So clearly you need to apply the string function tu kan. String function tu So I need you to apply the string function. Which one? Either string copy or string compare. So you need to determine which one Alright, so your task is we have more than 1 hour left So I need you to complete the system and submit it to column over here. So you can see in section the first week. So this is for your group So submit it over here before 10 okay. This is just a simple program. So please try to complete it within the time period. Boleh kelas?
Yeah.
Please try to do it by yourself first. Don't ask me Kan nanti ada error sikit, you asking me So we are going to discuss this next week. So please do it by yourself first. Okay, next week the first thing that we are going to do is discuss this first before we proceed with next exercise. Okay, any more question class? Ada question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so if no question, then you may proceed. Okay, proceed with the exercise. Okay, see you guys next week. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Doctor.